Okay, so got the 20Ts on with the CX Dual Core front mount. Just go over what happened here. So the piping, we'll just start back here and then go to the other one all the way through. There need to be a lot of cutting. This needs a lot of modifications for it to fit. The kit that came for me, actually, first let's start with that. So what showed up, they messed up. They gave me the wrong pipe for this one. This is for the single front kit, and it's also the wrong for the blow-off valve for recirculation. So I have mine open right now. You can see it down there because they gave me the wrong one. This is actually supposed to be tilted down for the recirc one. I believe this is the one for their own blow-off valve, which is open to atmosphere. So that's one. Two, they didn't give me this piece back here, which wraps around and comes up there. So I had to order 290s, 2.75 inches, and make my own. That was kind of my fault for not checking this when I first got the system, because the car was down for a while and I pulled the engine, and I just bought it too early. I should have not done that. I should have waited till it was time to do that, so they couldn't help me out, the customer service. I mean, I understand it's a year later. Also, which pipe was it? This pipe. They gave me an extra one for whatever reason. I'm not sure. So that one was missing, and they gave an extra one of this one. It's too bad. So I ended up getting a whole bunch of couplers. I bought a bunch of extra couplers. They gave enough for a stock setup, but I ended up getting a whole bunch of couplers, 45s. I'll go through them when I show you like the extra ones and all that. So again, fitment, not so great. I wouldn't buy this again. I would have just, next time I'll just pay good money for a better one. I mean, it's hard to find. Like ETS doesn't make it, Grady doesn't make it, maybe Pit Road M. So starting from the rear turbo out, this pipe is no good with the stock pipe that comes with it. You have to get a 90 yourself and cut it short because it comes out way too high. It comes up about here, and then you need an extra coupler and 2 clamps there, so you have to buy extra there. I had that cut and re-welded. Coming down to this pipe, this bracket here, it's in the wrong location height wise. I believe it's supposed to be up here, but it's actually down here, so that's a mistake on the factory part. But looking at it now, I don't know if they can go any if this pipe can go any lower than what it is right now. I do have my cruise control deleted and my clutch, like the vacuum delete, so I'm using a different pipe here, so it might be able to go lower, but I think when you come down here there might be an issue. So coming down, this area is just, it's a freaking mess. Let's see if we can get a better view, maybe this way. So first of all, as you can see, this is basically freaking touching. I have a solid mount here. I don't even know if the stock one would fit under this. It's literally like touching it, like I can't even move it. It's stuck in there. I forced these two in just to get them to fit, and I had to cut the frame, like a big hole, like if you look at it, it's like this, a cut like that to get it out. Fortunately, I deleted my AC, so I had extra space there. I have no idea how you would fit this with the evap canister there. The same with this tab, is off just completely, so I just cut it off. It's pointless. The coupler here for this guy, I had to use it's a 45 coupler. The one supplied is definitely not good enough. Yeah, like again, I can't even move these. They're so freaking tight up against everything. So and again, I have solid mounts, so I'm not too worried about the vibrations and stuff. I'll keep an eye on these with the scratches and all that, and maybe I'll put a rubber piece in between. Same down there. Coming around, because I have a aftermarket, this is C-Trab aftermarket cooler. You can see, hopefully you can see the coupler, the 45 comes in here. Again, very tight fit coming around. And same with this one. What I did was, see if we can see it here. What I did was move this kind of down and brought the whole pipe down to make it fit, because it would smack this. But the worst part was here, just to get this guy in through there. Hopefully it's catching on camera there. Then coming around, front was okay. The issue was that I tried to do it like I've seen in videos and pictures elsewhere with that, like the tri-bar support, but it ends up being way too low for the 99 front. So I brought it back up. That might have to do something with the fitment on these pipes, but honestly I don't think so. It should have actually helped, if anything, on that end, bringing everything up. If you bring this down, that's yeah, it's completely not going to work. So that's the hot side for the rear turbo. Front turbo, again, because it's a 22 with the larger housing, the angle matters. So I had to get a little bit of extra long coupler in there to put there first. I'm not sure if it would fit with a stock mount, because I had to cut this one. I showed it in the other video. The front, I have a solid mount there as well. Plenty of clearance to my radiator, but I do have slim fans, even though it's a thick radiator. So I think even with stock this will be fine. Maybe you'll have to like notch the stock fan a bit. This pipe was cut and re-welded, the one that comes around from the bottom here, because if you leave it how it is, it ends up like up here, which I'm assuming might be okay with the stock turbo housing, but not for these ones. Then this coupler, I had to get a longer one just to make them fit, so that they fit together. This pipe I didn't modify at all. Looking back now, maybe if you cut it down the middle here and put a coupler, it might help with fitment. Later I will be probably getting different couplers and stuff, maybe the ones with the swivels and maybe even longer ones, just to help out. I might even take this thing just to a shop and have them completely redo the whole thing using some of these pipes to go around. Yeah, and that goes around. I already showed that one. Then coming around, this guy, good to go. I had to remount the horn, so I had the horn here now. It used to be behind there. I deleted my AC again, so there's no condenser there. Luckily the front mount is it's very tight. You can't, it ain't going nowhere, so it's not going to touch the power steering cooling lines there, so that's good. Maybe for a stock setup or something that doesn't fit, you can always move that behind the center bar here, so that's good there. Coming around, this coupler is a little bit stretched. Again, I even made this custom. I had a mobile welder come and do all these pipes for me, like how I asked them. And even though it's custom, it's still, the fitment is not that great. I'll show you as we go up. So it was basically two 90s, and I had him cut it like that to put it together, right, like down the middle, and then just adjust the angle on it. So coming around to this guy, I would say worst, or yeah, maybe okay, definitely top 2 or 3 worst pipes in this whole kit in terms of fitment. There's so little space here, and that I don't know what happened with this one. It was this angle of this pipe going down is so angled this way that there's no way it would fit in stock. Like, you can see how angled it is now, even with this a little bit off there, that it was hitting the overflow. And also I had to notch this guy out, so it was touching on that. So I had him cut the stock angle going down and had it shifted, re-welded. This is just to cover up the ugly weld. See, I don't want people seeing it. And then extra long coupler down there to hook them up together. Unfortunately, even with this angle and this redoing of all this stuff, the coolant overflow, you still cannot get 2 bolts down there. Like, you can't tilt it forward this way, so it's actually tilted that way. and hanging on by one bolt. I'll probably make a bracket later to hold that together. Ah, nice. Okay, being stupid and burning myself. Coming up, I already mentioned about this because they gave me the wrong pipe. I'm sure it'd be okay if it was the correct one with the thing angled down. I'll be getting an extra hose or something just to have it recirc. For now, it's okay. And up here again, this might be best to have maybe a little bit of an extra coupler for the fitment. Super tight. This whole area, especially going forward to here, even up against the stock MAF, like it's actually pushing this down a bit. Like I had to really wrangle everything to get it all kind of to fit semi-correctly. Stock stuff maybe okay, because I do have these aftermarket intake pipes from CX as well. Actually, I'll go over those as well while I'm here. Why not? The rear pipe I didn't modify. It's okay. I think it's a little bit too far forward a bit, so maybe if you cut it like a few inches might be better. And this one, it was way too high. It was like coming up to here basically, and had this whole thing like that, had the bubble like that, and it was just shifting everything up. So had that cut, shortened, re-angled in, and kind of had everything kind of mocked up. Like I put everything in kind of loose just to see how it all worked, and luckily it fits. But man, everything is super tight fit. But I think that's it. My suggestion would be for anybody getting this is definitely just take it to a shop, get some extra piping like 90s and straights and things like that, and extra couplers with the flexes, and maybe even a couple 45s just to make the things much easier. Have somebody do it, because honestly this is I'm not too impressed with the fitment, even though I do have aftermarket turbos here, but it should have fit better than that. Overall, no buy for me. In the future, if this doesn't hold boost or if it gives me any issues, I'll probably get rid of it and get probably order a Pit Road M kit, because they have a very nice dual inlet into single out, and I think it's landed here Canadian probably just under $2,000 or something like that, which is, after I've done all this stuff and paid the mobile welder and all that, I might as well have just done that from the beginning. So yeah, that's it. Boost leak was okay, and hopefully it'll be okay going forward.